I was married in 1983, and in 1990, I got pregnant with my daughter, Trisha. In the middle of the pregnancy, they found out that I had lupus. And I was on all kinds of gabaglobin treatments and blood transfusions, and Trisha was born, and she was born 6 weeks premature, but nice and healthy, thank God. After that, I thought that was like my final battle. In 1994, I started bleeding from the rectum and having severe abdominal pains, and I went from one doctor to the next, 7 colonoscopies, 7 endoscopies, until finally in 2001, I was at my wit's end after being misdiagnosed with IBS, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, and needing marriage counselor. When I found the doctor, he did a colonoscopy. I got a call several days later to come into the office, and he sat me down and said, I have good news. We know where the bleeding is coming from. Bad news is that it is a cancer, but it's a slow-growing cancer, so it's good news, and that we need to have surgery. In May of 2001, I had my surgery. I had a right hemi where they took out part of my small intestine, part of my large intestines, my ileocecal valve, and also my appendix. After my surgery, I was seeing my oncologist, and I said to him I was still not feeling good. I was still having a lot of diarrhea and a lot of abdominal pain, and they believed that I had carcinoid syndrome. I was scared. I went on Google. I read about it being a 5-year survival rate. They started me on a medication. I was not responding well to the medication. I was having a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of diarrhea. I was having stones in my bile duct caused from the medication. So we decided to use an insulin pump. So I have been able to stay stable with that. I do have metastases in my body. I'll never be 100% cured, but I am stable, and stable is good, and that's all I can ask for. I was diagnosed in February 2001. I am now here over 15 years. I should live a long life, as long as I stay on top of it, and I will. It's not a life sentence. It's more like a chronic disease, and that it can be controlled if caught early enough. And that's really why I try to bring awareness to this disease, because if it's caught early enough, we have patients that live 20, 30 years with it. And in 2003, 2004, we filed for a 501c3 charity named Carcinoid Cancer Awareness Network. Carcinoid is one of several diseases that are listed under the neuroendocrine cancer. In 2014, we changed the name to the Neuroendocrine Cancer Awareness Network, known as NCAN, to better reflect the community that we serve. NCAN has a database of about 5,000 patients, and then we have Facebook pages and stuff like that, which is more than 10,000 patients. We've been serving the NET community in many different ways. Every year we do a walk here on Long Island. We've done the gala, and that is a 5-hour event. It's a sit-down dinner. We decided that our first logo would be a zebra. We chose the zebra for 2 reasons. One, in medical school, doctors are taught when hearing hoofbeat, think of horses, not zebras. Look for the common, not the uncommon. Being that carcinoid is rare, it's uncommon. The second reason is, like our fingerprints, no 2 zebras have the same stripes. Their stripes are unique. NET patients and carcinoid patients both have different symptoms, respond differently to medications, may have different markers, so we're all different. So this year we're really excited that we're adding a new event. It's going to be called Uncork a Cure. We're going to have entertainment and wine tasting. We contacted the governor of New York State, and we asked for Carcinoid Cancer Awareness Month, and we had great success. Back in 2009, we were approached by Novartis and asked if Robert and I would be interested in starting out an international group for NET Cancer Day, and they now continue to have it November 10th as NET Cancer Day around the world. My husband Robert has been with me for 32 years. This foundation has become a big part of his life. Last year he became the executive director and started working here full time. We do the awareness programs, and then we do educational programs where we bring nationally and world-renowned doctors to come and speak to patients for a full day, national conference of 3 days. And the doctors interact with the patients and answer questions for them and give them the information they need to empower them to make the right decision. We have a hotline that's open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Either I answer the phone, or my husband answers the phone, or our daughter Trisha will answer the phone. Many people would say a cancer diagnosis is a curse, but to me it was a blessing. Through the years, I've met some truly, truly amazing people. I work with a bunch of amazing doctors. There's people out there that need this help. There's people out there that need to know that they're not alone in this journey and that we're here to help and we'll do anything that we can. Some of the other diseases, they have a lot of funding. They have a lot of support out there. A rare disease doesn't have that. We're a small foundation. We work out of our home because we want to make sure that every penny goes back into the community. I'm Marianne Wahmann. I've been living with neuroendocrine cancer for 15 years, and I'm also an advocate.